Which of the following animals starts with the letter P? Is it blue cow? No. Is it yellow duck? No. Is it pink pig? No. Pink pig. Yes, that's the answer. Hello kiddos! Welcome to AlphaVersically, and do you know what time it is? It's time for Bible story time here in AlphaVersically, and I'm reading from the Beginner's Bible by Zonder Kids. Our story is entitled The Pharaoh's Dream, but before that I'm going to do a throwback. After that I am going to do the real story and then another advanced story, so you won't be hanging on the story, all right? So we're going to have 3 in 1. Wow, that's a good deal. Are you excited for our story today? Okay, now let's read. Pharaoh's Dream. So you can find this if you're going to read the Bible in the Old Testament, and it is found in Genesis 37 up to Genesis 41. Okay, so here we go. Joseph was one of Jacob's 12 sons. Jacob loved him more than all of his sons. And Jacob made Joseph a colorful robe. His brothers were jealous. They wanted nice robes too. And they wanted to be loved as much as Joseph was loved. Then Joseph had a dream. He told his family, "We were bundling grain from the field, and your bundle of grain bowed down to me." Then Joseph had another dream. He said, "This time the sun, the moon, and the 11 stars were bowing down to me." His father asked, "Does this mean our family will bow down to you someday?" The brothers were even more angry, and they threw Joseph into a dry well. Oh, kids, don't do this at home. Along came some traders, and the brothers sold Joseph to them as a slave. Oh, that's not a nice thing to do, kids. And, oh, here's another one. They lied. Don't lie. The brothers of Joseph lied to their father and said Joseph had been hurt by a wild animal, but God was with Joseph. Then the traders took Joseph to Egypt. Means he was forced to be away from home. He was kidnapped. He was thrown into jail, but he did not do anything wrong. Joseph trusted God to help him. He made friends with some prisoners. One of them had been the wine taster of the Pharaoh. Pharaoh was the leader of Egypt. He's like a king. The wine taster said, "You know, last night I had a dream. I was picking grapes and squeezing them into the Pharaoh's cup. Then I put the cup in his hand. What does it mean?" And then Joseph answered him, "You will be the Pharaoh's wine taster again. Once you're free, please don't forget me. Help me get out of jail too." And a few days later, the wine taster's dream came true. Wow, that's amazing. He got out of jail and became the wine taster of the Pharaoh again. But the sad part is he forgot about Joseph. Later, the Pharaoh himself had 2 strange dreams. One dream, he saw 7 heavy cows. And he saw 7 skinny cows. Then the skinny cows ate up all the heavy cows. That's weird. And then the other dream, Pharaoh saw 7 healthy plants. Then he saw again 7 dried plants. Then the dried up plants ate all the healthy plants. Then Pharaoh was confused. Are you confused too? Pharaoh's wise men were confused too. Then the wine taster remembered about Joseph. Then he told Pharaoh that Joseph could explain dreams. With God's help, Joseph told Pharaoh what his dream meant. Joseph said to the Pharaoh, "For the next 7 years, plenty of food will grow. And then for the 7 years after that, not enough food will grow because there will be no rain." Pharaoh said, "Joseph, you are a wise man. I will make you a ruler over Egypt." So this is the third story now. Joseph was able to save his family. In Genesis 42:46, when he became second ruler in Egypt, for the first 7 years, Joseph was in charge of gathering extra food for the people of Egypt. That way, when hardly any crops grew, they would still have plenty to eat. Then 7 bad years came, and people in other countries had no food at all. Even Joseph's family back home had no enough food. So Joseph's father sent his son to Egypt to buy some food. When the brothers arrived in Egypt, they went to Joseph and bowed down to him. Do you remember something? They did not know he was their brother, but Joseph knew. Joseph sold them some food. Then the brothers left to go home. Sometime later, they returned to buy more food. Just as Joseph had dreamt, they bowed down to him again. And finally, Joseph told them, "I am your brother, Joseph." And his brothers were so afraid. But Joseph told them not to be afraid. God had a special plan for me. But Joseph told them not to be afraid. God meant it for good. He had a special plan for me, he said. And they all hugged. That's nice. There is forgiving there. Joseph's brother rushed home and they told their father what had happened. And Jacob was so happy to hear that Joseph is alive. And the whole family moved to Egypt. Oh, wow, that is a nice 3-in-1 story today. So I hope you learned a lot from our story. So the main lesson of the story is, even though bad things happen, then good things happen, all of it will work together for our good because God loves us. So that's what happened. And there is also forgiveness. We need to forgive the people who hurt us, even though they did bad things to us. So we need to forgive. And most importantly, we have to trust God. Like Joseph, he trusted God. He loved God. He hung on to God even in the most hardest times of his life in prison. Leo! Come! Halika na.
Ano to?
Yan ang ating P challenge.
Challenge?
So that's a pomegranate. Yan. So how do you eat a pomegranate? Okay, so this is the knife. But when you use the knife, you have to be supervised by an adult. Okay, children. Alrighty, so she's gonna cut the pomegranate. So medyo hard yung skin niya, pero okay, let's see. Ayan, so it has seeds inside. So ngayon, ang challenge is titikman ni Ate Pio ang pomegranate. Okay, go. Tikman mo na. Go, go, go. Mga kids, pag gagamit kayo, spoon ang gagamitin na pantikim. Ito, ano lang. Sige. Go! Titikman ni ate. Anong lasa? What does it taste like?
Do I eat the seed?
Yeah. So it'll grow. Joke. So anong lasa niya? Anong lasa ng pomegranate? Ayan. So, yan. So pag nakakita kayo ng pomegranate, yan ang gagawin nyo. You'll cut different sides and then open, or pwedeng half, and then you'll see the seed, and then you get to eat it and get.
Can I eat the white part?
No, that's the pulp. Try mo rin, sige. Sarap. Yung pulp hindi kinakain na naksid lang. Okay, so that's our pea challenge. Pomegranate.
Hello kiddos, welcome to AlphaVersically. Today we are going to learn a new verse. Psalms 146:1. Praise ye the Lord, praise the Lord, O my soul. Psalms 146:1. Praise ye the Lord, praise the Lord, O my soul.
Snowing. The Pharaoh's dream. But before that, I'm gonna do a throwback, and after that, we're gonna do our. After that, I am gonna do the real story. Oh, dali.